Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to my first ever YouTube video on this channel. So I thought it would be a good idea to kick off this first video by documenting my winter sowing process that I'm about to do, which I literally just found out about literally just a few days ago, like that I could do, because I've been wanting to start planting more seeds and start my growing journey for a long time. But obviously we're in winter now, and so from the research that I've done, I felt like I had to wait until spring to really get things going, until I found out about winter sowing, which we're going to be doing today. And so we're going to be doing that, and throughout that I'm going to be talking to you guys, introducing myself to you, letting you know a little bit about me, letting you know a little bit about why I started this channel and what I'm going to be doing on it, inshallah. So yeah, let's get into the video, inshallah. Basically, winter sowing is basically when you plant seeds in soil inside plastic bottles, and you put them outside, and basically the plastic bottles act as mini greenhouses for the plants, and apparently the seeds are supposed to thrive and germinate from that process. So will it work? We shall find out, inshallah. What I have here is I have my empty bottles here. I have a whole box of empty bottles here. I have my soil, I have my seeds, I have these little pieces of paper which I'm going to be using to label the bottles. I have scissors, I have a cutter, I have a pen, and I have tape as well. I know really what you're supposed to use is like those heavy duty tapes to tape up the bottles, but the shop that I went to didn't have it, so we moved, and this is what we're going to be using today, inshallah. And the seeds that we're going to be planting today are, I've got some bell pepper seeds here. I'm not sure if you can see them. I've got some bell pepper. I don't have a lot, but I'm just going to plant these. We also have celery seeds, which I'm going to be planting today, which I'm super excited about that. And we have cabbage seeds. So the place that I ordered them from, originally I did order kale seeds, but they must have decided that they didn't want to send me kale seeds, and they decided you're going to have cabbage seeds instead. So I guess we're planting cabbage seeds today. So we're going to start off with, you get a bottle, an empty bottle like this. You get your cutter, and at the bottom of the bottle we need to make holes. What I've seen other people do is they use a drill to make holes at the bottom, like drainage holes, but we don't have a drill right now, so we're going to improvise. I saw somebody else do a different method where they basically slice, they put little slits at the bottom of the bottle. So that's what I'm going to do today, inshallah. Just like this. Can you see? I'm just doing little slits at the bottom, and that's what's going to act as drainage holes for the bottom of the bottle. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to do a cut going around the middle of the bottle here. Not all the way round, but majority of the way round. So round, 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 until it's like this. So it can open and close, open and close. We need to get our soil from here. Oh, what happened to the spoon? Abbas, can you pass me the spoon that was here, please?
Huh?
Thank you.
What's this for?
Can you go? Thank you. Do not touch. Thank you very much. As I was saying, so you put your soil in here like this. We're gonna fill it up with soil. And then after you've filled it up with soil like this, it should look like this. What we wanna do is, I prefer to add water before, because it just like kind of makes the soil a little bit more wet. It's more easier to move it around when I'm planting my seeds. It's time to start planting the seeds. So I use the end of the spoon, you can use anything really, just to make like a little hole into the soil. A small hole like this. I don't know if you can see. And then I add maybe 2 seeds into each hole. And I think I'm gonna do maybe 3 holes in here. So, and I add 2 seeds into each hole. Once I've added the seeds into the soil, I just wanna smooth the top of it over like this. Don't worry, I won't be using this spoon to eat from, by the way. This is strictly for planting. We add this over the top like this. And we just smooth it over, cover it, and then until it looks like that. Next, what we want to do is I'm gonna write out my label. Just some little pieces of paper that I've got. You can, some people they use like, you know, like those wooden lolly sticks. They write on that and they put it inside the bottle. Some people write on the, like if you've got like the silver tape that you put around the sides, they just write on the tape. I don't have the tape, so I've just done these makeshift labels, which I've just cut up pieces of paper into squares, and I'm just gonna write on them, just so that I know what plant is what seeds are what, because obviously I'm going to be doing a number of different seeds. So on here, I'm going to just write bell pepper, like this. Can you see? Can you see? And then we're going to get our tape. And basically just stick my sticker on there like that, and then I'm gonna just stick it onto the side of the bottle to seal up where I've cut, like this, basically. It doesn't need to be perfect. I'm gonna seal it up like so. When we're done, snip, snip. And that's it. Look, we're done. We have our bell pepper. So basically what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do this again and again and again until I've done all of the bottles, inshallah, and then I have to place it outside in the sun, and yeah, we'll just see how it goes, and we'll see how it grows, inshallah. So for those who don't know me, my name is Nadira or Rayhan. I am a mother of 4. I'm married, Allahumma barik, and I'm currently residing in Cairo, Egypt now. Alhamdulillah, Allahumma barik. And the reason why I started this channel is because I'm very big on having life goals, okay? And me personally, I have huge life goals. Like, I have big life goals. So it has always been my dream to hold on, let me just finish this. It's making a bit too much noise. So it has always been my dream to, you know, have my own farm, grow my own crops, my own produce, have my own animals and all that kind of stuff that me and my family can benefit from, like with regards to like growing my own food and, you know, stuff like that. Basically living as self-sufficiently as possible. That's a big dream of mine. So the reason why I have such a strong desire for that kind of lifestyle is because I just feel like generally as a people, we are a people of sickness. Like a lot of us are just sick, you know, and we're just going through lives. Some of us just learning to just deal with these illnesses. And not only are we sick, but we're raising sick children, you know. And most of us don't know, most of us aren't teaching our children because we don't know. We're not teaching them to eat the correct stuff, to do, to, you know, we're not educating our children on how to, you know, basically live a self-sufficient lifestyle. We are educating our children to know how to rely upon other people giving us our food and not really taking any care and consideration to where our food is actually coming from or what is actually inside of it. They're not being taught how to properly nourish their bodies and, you know, to build strong immune system, you know, to then go on to, you know, have a strong enough body to fight off these and prevent, you know, certain illnesses. SubhanAllah. So the way that I've grown up to be reliant on food that comes in packages from the supermarket, you know, to be reliant on getting my medicine from the GP or to get my meat from some random butcher from down the road, yeah, where I don't know where the meat's coming from, I don't know what's in it, like food, any kind of food that I get from outside sources, I don't know what's in it, you know, I don't know who these people are, even whether they can even be trusted. That's what I've learned growing up. That's how you get your food, that's how you live. And you know, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, that does not sit right with me. That does not sit right with me. I'm not gonna go too deep into things, you know, I'm not gonna go too deep into it because I feel like that'll be a bit too heavy for my first video on this channel. But basically what I'm trying to say is I want my own stuff. Basically I want to grow my own fruit, I want to grow my own vegetables, I want to have my own animals that I can benefit off of, you know, in order to, you know, have my own animal products, inshallah, like for example butter, milk, cheese, cream, all that kind of stuff. And you know, in turn to nourish mine and my family's bodies, in order to, inshallah, attain optimal health, bi-idhnillah ta'ala. Now don't get me wrong, you know, I'm still learning and I know that I've got a lot to learn. I know that I've got a lot to learn, inshallah. But with me learning, inshallah, I hope to, you know, teach my children so that they can go on to then teach their children, inshallah. And then eventually we could have like a long line of healthy, educated offspring in the future, like a generation of healthy, educated offspring in the future, inshallah. I made a conscious decision to this year embark upon my journey into a life of self-sufficiency, or as self-sufficient as possible, inshallah. Hence the name of this channel, Journey to Homestead. So I plan to use this channel to document my steps, inshallah, from growing and preserving my own food to purchasing my first chickens to eventually, inshallah ta'ala, purchasing my first bit of land. Bi-idhnillah ta'ala, I hope to document all of that, and you guys get to see every step of the way, inshallah. So basically, yeah, I'll be documenting my journey from absolute zero all the way to my dream homestead life, inshallah. So you'll get to see every step, and you'll get to see how we evolve and how we progress, etc. May Allah grant my family and I tawfiq in this journey. Ameen. And yeah, let's just see how it goes, inshallah. I think I'm gonna finish the rest of these bottles off camera, inshallah, and I'll be right back once I've done filling everything up. Barakallahu feekum. So we've sowed our seeds into the bottles. As you can see, we have our bell peppers, cabbage and celery planted in there. Let it focus. Sorry about my noise, but anyone that knows Egypt, wow, anybody that knows Egypt knows that it's very noisy. My balcony is very noisy, subhanallah. But anyways, so yeah, we finished. I put them in this this cardboard box which I cut up, and then I lined it with plastic bag so that when the bottles drain, it doesn't wet up the bottom of the box, inshallah. And that's it, and we'll see. I'll update you guys on how things go, inshallah. So I have a lot of plans for this little garden, for this little balcony here, you know. As I said, I'm starting my homestead journey from absolute zero. So we're starting from an apartment on a balcony, and this is how it goes. So this is what we've got so far. We've got peppermint going, we've got basil going. I've started my garlic. We've got some garlic, as you can see, they're started to sprout, which I'm so excited about. Like, you know, this is the first time I've ever, you know, grown something like this, and it's grown to this extent. So I've got my garlic coming through. I've got some aloe vera going. I don't have much yet, but as time goes on, inshallah, it will grow. My kids also have some pots here that they got from Hazel Farm, which has got like beans growing. It seems like Abbas's one is coming through the most. They got beans and other things in there. I don't even know what they've got in there. Loads of different stuff in there they've got growing. And I've also got some mint which I'm waiting to come up. This is two types of mint. This is the Egyptian mint, and then I've got like Saudi mint coming up as well, which should come up in a few months, inshallah. I'm waiting on that. And so yeah, that's it, guys. That's it really for my video. I plan to release a video every Saturday from now on, inshallah. So keep a lookout for that. Turn your bell notifications on, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, Salaamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Come through cabbage. Yes, Allahumma barik. Come on, celery. It's starting to come up. Alhamdulillah, as you can see, it's germinating and pushing itself up through the soil. That's it right there. And if you look over there in the corner very closely, is it gonna focus? Yay! You see that little green thing down there? That's the bell pepper. That's the bell peppers coming up. Alhamdulillah. So everything is starting to germinate and come up slowly. But I'm actually happy with the cabbage. Allahumma barik.